truthfully, I haven't really gone live on YouTube before, but here I am. Actually, hold on one second. Realizing that having a little technical blip here. Sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure that my chat was logged in. I haven't gone live on YouTube yet, and honestly, I should have multi-streamed earlier to really test this out, but here we are. So, going to kind of just repeat the same thing that I kind of went over in the last live stream, and today's, tarot poll was around where can I focus my energy today. I also would like to share with you guys resources that I really enjoy using, kind of as a way to augment any insights that I glean in from my poll. So let's turn on the handy dandy camera here. So I'm not gonna do the poll again, but just so you guys can see, today I pulled the Four of Swords. Again, the Four of Swords. You can tell it's a big theme around rest. You have a person lying down, a sword also, laying down horizontally, similarly to the person. There's 3 swords shooting down towards the person. To me, this is kind of, because swords represent the element of air, and with that comes power and intellect and all this opportunity. And there is, although all of these are on the horizon, it's really a sign of rest. How can I lean in with a sword and rest here? Also, there's this really interesting image in the top left corner, showing what appears to be a figure, like I don't want to say authoritative figure, but maybe there's something in that manner, or maybe even an inspiration figure. Time to rest and think about what you want, what inspires you, finding this mentor. For me, I've been really wanting to dive in this path of spirituality, and so this is a really interesting card overall, because I have been feeling very tired, and so this is a really big reminder to rest and think about all the amazing things I've done. Maybe this is a big turning point for me. So with that, I also wanted to take us through, let's just say, my favorite tarot resource, Biddy Tarot. So I'll open it up now. Usually, I think the best way to navigate, honestly, is just writing Four of Swords Tarot. The first one that comes up is Biddy Tarot. I really like this site because it, outlines themes and keywords for upright versus reverse cards, and rest, relaxation, meditation, contemplation, recuperation. That's all a part of the poll today. What I also like is, in the description, it does point out all the different symbols, and that's the really beautiful thing about tarot, is all the symbolism that comes out of it. You can really dissect the card without even having to look at these resources to say, hey, this is, you know, what it means. It even can be dissected down to the color. Certain colors like white mean innocence, purity, you know, things like that. So it's cool to see and learn more about it, and that's why I love diving into tarot. Yeah, so here I'll just read the description really quickly. It shows a knight lying horizontally on a tomb. He remains in his full armor, which honestly is kind of hard to see, but I guess if you really zoom in here, you'll see that it is a knight, something that I totally missed. He remains in his full armor. His hands are in position of prayer as a sign of rest. One sword lies beneath the knight, symbolizing a single point of focus. Okay, that's interesting. You know, I thought of it as it's laying horizontally, so it means rest, but anyway, another interpretation. 3 swords hang above him, pointing downwards toward his head and torso. Stained glass window above him shows a woman and child together. So even though it, you know, says X, Y, and Z is happening, the 3 swords exist there, and it points out these different symbols, I guess in this instance it's not necessarily going into what they mean. So it's up for interpretation. I'm sure, you know, there are other sites like Labyrinthos that I really like as well, that can describe. So it's kind of fun to dive in differently and into other areas. But yeah, again, you can do a deep dive into the upright, you can do a deep dive into the reversed. I'm actually kind of curious what Labyrinthos says, so let's go back. Where did let's actually go back. Very similar, upright, reversed. Okay, this is what I love. This is why I love looking at other sites. I'm gonna zoom in here. These 3 swords are a reminder of the suffering that he has endured in the earlier card. The position of the 4th sword seems to be a signal that the fight has ended. A child and woman are depicted by the stained glass piece behind the statue, giving the scene a sense of warmth and welcoming after the retreat. The knight has his hands positioned as if he is praying. Yeah, so they did, you know, go into a little more detail there about, and it's interesting. Now I'm like, I want to pull up the 3 of Swords. Let's do a little dive here. 3 of Swords Tarot. Right, okay. And this is exactly what you think when you see it. A lot of pain, a lot of suffering. It's for sure, you know, oops. Let's see if I can even pull it up here. I guess you get the idea. Yeah, so I guess after a lot of pain and suffering, there also comes a time of rest, contemplation, thinking, but also maybe I'll do this on another stream, where I talk about how, even though this is a hard card, shows a lot of sorrow, 3 daggers going through the heart, rain in the background, there is really no such thing as a bad card. And so that could be a really interesting topic. Yeah. Cool. Well, I kind of just wanted to hop on and say hello, share this, actually go live on YouTube for once, but I think going forward, I'm going to try live streaming to both just to see how things go. And that is all today. Toodaloo.